club scandal. 4 people arrested accused of letting a 15-year-old girl dance at the club in Orange County.
Ladies, get on in here right now. We got to chat.
Investigators say that teen worked at Flash Dancers for 2 years.
Fox 35's Stephanie Buffamonte has been going through hundreds of pages of documents in this case to get a better idea of what exactly happened there.
According to law enforcement, the girl was just 15 years old when she was working as a stripper here at Flash Dancer. And it was a routine traffic stop from a car leaving this parking lot that sparked this investigation. The victim, 17. The victim, 17 at the time, was getting a ride home from a coworker at the strip club when a deputy stopped them for not having their lights on back in 2021. And this sparked a years-long investigation. The investigative report, nearly 300 pages. At the time, the deputy ran the victim's name and learned that she was a stripper at Flash Dancer Orlando on OBT. But she was underage. The deputy found dollars, 5s and 20s in her bag, along with lingerie. The Metropolitan Bureau of Investigation then learned that she was 15 when she started working there in 2019. Owner William Sierer, General Manager Johnathan Johnson, Kimberly Sinclair, who's referred to as the house mom, and manager Paul DeValle were all arrested on human trafficking charges. Investigators say Flash Dancer Management allowed her to work without checking that she had the proper ID or the entertainment license required by the county. Management told law enforcement they did not know she was underage and that she used a fake ID to get hired. According to the report, the owner told investigators, quote, they let it fall through the cracks and didn't get her licensed properly.
So we're going to stop it right there. These are the 4 adults that they say victimized this unidentified teenager. These people claim they didn't know how old she was and that she deceived them by providing a fake ID. Now, in the investigative report, she does admit to giving them a fake birthday, but we all know that they knew she was underage. 1, because she didn't have a license to strip, which is required in Orange County, Florida, and I do believe it's required in the whole entire state. And then 2, you're gonna tell me a 15-year-old went 2 years without slipping up and telling someone her real age. Now, I've seen P-Valley, and I know how the house mom works, and the house mom knows everything about the girls that she's in charge of. You know, a bunch of women can't keep no secret. They call her a victim of these 4 adults because she was underage, wasn't supposed to be in a strip club. Child, she not the first. Not the first underage. Probably not the first at that club. Probably wasn't the only one in the club underage. She definitely was not a victim of them. And this is why I say that. First, this was not the only club she worked at. She had worked at another club called Cleo's prior to getting to Flash Dancer. So she had already been introduced herself to this culture. Then I read that she had multiple warrants at the time of her arrest. And then thirdly, she stated to the investigators the reason she was stripping was so that she could take care of her and her mom. That's who she's a victim of first, her mother. Why was she taking care of her mother at 15 years old? Possibly 14. But that's who she was the first victim of. And then the adults around her, grandmama, auntie, the lady next door, all of these didn't want to get involved. Or they may have been a part of the madness, a part of the foolishness that was going on in her life. And then she was a victim of the media. The media that promotes this stripper culture. All the lyrics that seem to glorify these women who strip. And we've seen it happen over the last 10, 15, 20 years. How the stripper culture has become normalized. how it has become a goal for women. So she was first victimized by her mother, then by those adults in her orbit, and then victimized by the media. And that child did not stand a chance. So she was already making decisions based on her victimhood when she arrived at Flash Dancers. Because this was just par for the course in her life. No telling what else she was exposed to. So ladies, what do we do? Well, first, we have to be aware of the role that we've played in this. We need awareness around how our behaviors have contributed to the choices our daughters and even our granddaughters make. Next, we have to hold ourselves and each other accountable. We have to make the decision to change our behavior and become an example of how a woman should operate with pride and respect for herself and respect for each other. We need to bring back shame and appropriateness. We need to treat each other with kindness and give each other grace. And finally, we have to accept that we're older women and there are things that we just should not be doing anymore. And that's okay. We should be mimicking and competing with younger women. We should be stepping into our roles as mothers in our communities, wisdom bearers who are daughters and our nieces and the young ladies that come into our life. They can glean from us. And it doesn't matter if you don't have children. You're still a mother. God put children in all of our lives, whether you could have them biologically or not. You've got nieces and goddaughters, girls in your neighborhood, girls at your church, girls at the masjid, ones that are at your job. Don't try to reach everybody, because that's impossible for most of us. But all we need to do is start with one. Start with our own daughters. Start with our own nieces. Make a difference in just one young lady's life. We can't save them all, but we certainly can save some. Ladies, I firmly believe that we can make a difference. So let me know what you think. Hop down into the comments. Let me say that I really appreciate all the commentary that my subscribers and my watchers add. I really appreciate it. I like the discussions that we have in the comments. So please let me know what you think about this whole situation. Who do you think is at fault? I look forward to reading your comments. I appreciate you subscribing. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that notification bell. And I'll see you ladies in the comments. Ready, set, let's chat.